You want
All
us to turn our audio off, right?
Yeah, so if you have your audio on, if you could turn your audio off, and if you're not familiar with this program, you're just getting started, there's some buttons down below the video area on the bottom of your screen, and they're little blue buttons, and the first one is a little microphone, and if you click on that, it'll mute. And if you want to unmute, then you would unclick it. But while we're recording, I don't like to have anybody else have their sound on just because there's a lot of other background noise that sometimes happens. And while we're recording, even if you've got video, keep the video off. And that's one of the other buttons. It's usually, I think, the third button. Anyway, it's the third button on mine. So just a little bit of navigation there. The other thing is if the video is really small, in the upper, I think it's the right corner of your screen, there's this little box. And if you click on that, it opens up so that it's bigger. So you can do that. And then it might be easier and bigger for you to see. So we got a lot to cover today. I got quite the agenda. I don't know if we'll get to everything, but that's okay, because whatever we don't get to, then we can do on Thursday. So the first thing that we are going to do is a little bit of breath work. And we started learning on last week, we started learning the 9 breath. And so we're going to continue learning that today. So it's best if you sit. If you want to sit on the floor, that's fine. If you've got a chair, that actually works probably the best. And when we do this, you want to have, let me back up a little bit here so you can see my feet. You want to have your feet so that they're planted on the floor, and your feet should be the same width as your hips. And I'm talking about the bones here. So the bones here. So and one thing you can do is if you take your hands and just make little fists and put them in between the knees here, that's going to be, believe it or not, hip width for you. So that's just a little thing there. I'm going to make sure everybody's muted here. So just wait 1 second. Okay, I think everybody's muted now. Okay. All right, so we started learning 9 breath. And as a review, it's called 9 breath because there's 9 breaths to this. And the first 8 breaths are exactly the same. You're going to be breathing in and out, nice, slow, long breaths in and out through the nose. It's the 9th breath that's a little bit different. On the 9th breath, you're still breathing in, slow, long breath in through the nose, holding at the top for about 3 seconds. And then with pursed lips, you're going to exhale as slow as you can. And one of the things that happens in 9 breath, when you exhale really slowly like that, is that your mind will actually sometimes play a trick on you. Your mind will tell you that you're at the bottom of that exhalation. But when it tells you that, see if you can squeeze just a little bit more air out of your lungs. And the reason why is because we're so used to keeping some air in the lungs and not exhaling fully that we forget how to actually breathe and release all of that air in the lungs. So even if your mind is telling you that you're at the bottom of the exhalation, not necessarily are you. So just see if you can maybe squeeze a little bit more air out. The other thing is we're going to do a couple of rounds of this. If you start to feel a little dizzy, that's actually somewhat normal because, again, your body probably, unless you're doing some pretty intense breath work quite frequently, your body is not used to that much oxygen coming in and going out. And so you might get a little bit dizzy. If you get a little bit dizzy, just back off of it just a little bit so that, I don't want anybody to get hurt. I don't think anybody's died of breathing, but a little joke there. But, you know, we certainly don't want people falling on the floor and passing out or anything. So I like bringing one hand to my belly. It just reminds me that I have to breathe deep, slow, long breaths in and out. And we always start by exhaling fully. So exhale fully out through the mouth. And then inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Slow that breath down as you inhale. Exhale. Nice deep breath in. Exhale. This is a breathe. Breath number 5. Inhale. Exhale. Deep, long, slow breath in. Exhale completely. This is breath number 7. Inhale. Exhale slowly. This is breath number 8. Inhale. Exhale. And last time. This is breath number 9. So deep breath in. Expand the lungs. Hold at the top. And now with pursed lips, begin to exhale as slow as you can. Relax your entire body. Maybe close down the eyes. Relax your neck, shoulders, and arms. Squeeze all the air out of the lungs. Relax your entire body. And when you get down to that very bottom of that exhalation, then simply return to your natural breath. You're breathing in and out through the nose. You might notice that that first breath in is a little bit deeper, extended a little bit more than usual. And then notice your breath just kind of leveling off and moving back to your natural breath. Release any tension in your body. Simply notice your breath. You're not controlling or forcing. Body is relaxed. And then open up your eyes. All right. We're going to do this again. So bring one hand to your belly. We always forcefully exhale out through the mouth first. And then inhale. And exhale. These are through the nose. Deep, slow breath in. Exhale slowly. This is breath number 3. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale completely. Deep breath. Slow, long inhalation. Fill the lungs. Exhale completely. This would be breath number 6. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. This is breath number 8. Slow, long breath in, expanding the lungs. Exhale completely. And then this is breath number 9. Deep, slow, long breath in, expand the lungs. Hold at the top. And now with pursed lips, begin to exhale as slow as you can. Relax the entire body. Maybe close down your eyes. Relax your hips, lower back, your thighs, your legs, feet, your toes. Squeeze all the air out of the lungs. And once you get down to the very bottom of that exhalation, return to your natural breath. Notice that breath coming in might be expanded just a little bit, extended. And then try not to control the breath here. Simply watch your body breathing in and out naturally. Moving back to your natural rhythm of your breath. Entire body is relaxed. And then you can gently open your eyes. All right. So we're going to continue with each practice. We're going to continue doing the 9 breath. There's actually 3 different versions of this. And this is version 1. And it's good to practice this for a couple of, hi, Penny.
Hi, Cindy.
I'm gonna mute you here.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So for probably at least the next couple of times, we'll do what is called version A, or the first phase of this. And then once you kind of get the knack of the 9 breath, then we'll move on to phase 2, which is a little bit more intense. And then hopefully by the end of the practice, we'll get into phase 3, which is a little bit, it's a little bit more challenging, I guess is a good way to say it. I don't want to scare you. And that's why we do it in phases, because once you learn the knack of phase 1, it's easier to move on to phase 2. And once you kind of get the knack of that, it'll be easier to go to phase 3. So anyway, that's the plan for the breath work. So with that done, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to stretch a little bit. And you can sit, in a chair if you want, or you can stand up here. We're going to stretch a little bit. One of the things that I've noticed with my practice, and I've been practicing Qigong since 2009, and then I started my teacher training in 2010, and I've been teaching since then. And one of the things that I discovered at, I don't know if it was 2010, 11, somewhere in there, is that when I stretch first and then I do my Qigong, what seems to happen is I actually feel more energy. And if you think about it, when we stretch the body, we're extending, right? We're creating more space in our body when we stretch out a little bit. And so if we create more space in the body, then that allows for more energy to get into those areas. So I've really found that my Qigong practice works better if I stretch first. So we're going to stretch a little bit first and do a little bit of warm up. The first thing that we're going to do here, again, feet are parallel to each other and they're hip width. Bend your knees slightly, and then we're just going to do this side to side movement. This is sometimes called kidney pump because it's really good not only for your kidneys, because it stimulates a little blood flow and energy into that area, but it's also really good for all the internal organs, including the heart, the lungs. of course, the kidneys, and then the liver, the spleen, the intestinal tract, urinary tract. So really, all of your internal organs is really very much benefited from this super easy little movements here. It's also very good for the lower back. So if you've got any lower back issues, this helps to really release some of that tension in the lower back. So we'll do a little bit of that. And then we're going to take and bring the arms out in front of us. Interlace your fingers here. And then I want you to bring the palms facing out and stretch the arms out in front of you. And then as you inhale, raise the arms up overhead. I'm going to back up here so you can see what I'm doing here. So if your shoulders come up towards the ears, see if you can roll the shoulders back and down, but still stretch those arms up towards the ceiling. And then release the hands. But when you bring the hands down, I want you to think of pressing against something. So this is almost like a little isometric here. You're stretching the arms out. Keep the shoulders again down away from the ears and press down like you're pressing through or against something. And then we're going to do that again. So bring the arms out in front of you. Interlace your fingers. Press the palms out and stretch the arms. Think of your shoulder blades behind you of separating those out. So creating more space in between the shoulder blades here. And then as you inhale, raise the arms up overhead, but keep those shoulders down into the sockets here, stretching the arms out. And then release that, and again, press down like you're pressing against something. All right, we're going to do that one more time. So bring the hands out in front of you. Press the palms out. Stretch out. Think of really bringing more space in between the shoulder blades here. Shoulders away from each other. And then bring the hands up overhead. Again, keep those shoulders down in their sockets. And then release that and keep pressing, pressing, pressing down. All right. Okay. We're going to do one more stretch, and this time we're going to bring the arms up overhead, and then I want you to turn. We're all turning to the left. Bring the arms down so that they're parallel to the floor. The palms are facing down. Let's just take one breath here, in and out. And then bring the hands up overhead, and then turn all the way over to your right. And then again, bring the hands down so the palms are facing down towards the earth. Keep those shoulders down away from the ears. Stretch the arms out. And then let's do that one more time on each side. So inhale, raise the arms up as you turn. And then exhale, bringing the hands down. One full breath here. And then inhale, raise the arms up overhead. Turn and twist. Exhale, bring the hands down. One full breath. Inhale, raise the arms up, come back through center, and then we'll bring the hands down. All right. So a little bit of stretching this afternoon, and now we're going to go into our Qigong practice. So the first thing that we're going to do today is a little bit of review. We're going to review earth hands today. That's one of the simpler movements here. So again, check in with your feet. Make sure that they're parallel to each other. I'm going to step forward a little bit here so that maybe you can see me a little bit better. And then arms are at your sides. Bring the elbows out a little bit so that they're away from the body. We don't want the arms here. We want them out here. Inhale. Let's start to float the arms up. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. As you inhale here, bring the hands in towards each other. Hold the breath and do 3 little circles here. And then exhale, slowly bring the hands down. And then wrap the hands back to your sides. And we're going to repeat this. So inhale, effortless movement up. Think of almost like the hands floating up through water. Nice, deep, long, slow breath in. Hold the breath, 3 little spirals or circles here. And then slowly exhaling out through the nose, bringing the hands down and wrapping the hands to your sides. Deep breath in, slow, long breath in through the nose, effortless movement, bringing the hands up. Hold your breath, 3 circles. And then exhale, slowly lowering the hands down. We're going to do this 2 more times. Deep breath in. Focus on the palms, focus on your breath. Hold your breath, 3 tiny circles. Exhale, slowly lowering the hands down. 1 more time. Slow, long breath in as you float the arms up effortlessly. Bringing the hands into the midline. Hold the breath, 3 tiny little circles here. Exhale, slowly lower the hands down. And then bring your hands to your sides and then do these little spiral or circle movement. Remember that we're moving from actually the shoulder. So we're not moving the hand or the elbow or anything like that. That movement comes from the shoulder. Focus on the palms, maybe closing down the eyes here. Bringing all your attention to the palms. See if you can feel any subtle sensations. And then we're going to bring the hands to the belly button area and do that movement that we learned last week, which was pressing. We're just gently pressing in and back out. This is sometimes called pressing on Qi, sometimes called pulsing. And visualize that you're holding a ball of energy here between the hands. The body is relaxed. Again, maybe close down the eyes and bring all your attention to the palms. See if you can feel any subtle sensations. Maybe a little tingling, a little vibration, maybe a little bit of magnetic feeling. Sometimes the palms get very warm. So there's all kinds of different feelings or sensations that we can feel here, and that's that energy. Whenever we pulse or press on Qi, we're cultivating that energy. We're making the energy stronger. And then the other movement that we learned was to expand, bring those arms out to the side, and then gently bringing the hands back in. It's just nice, slow movement here. Notice when you come out that we turn the wrist out just a little bit. It's like you're stretching. And then when you come back in, think of bringing the wrist in a little bit towards each other as you come in. And we'll do this a few times just to get the knack of that. We move with the breath. We all move at the same speed, same time. So this is an inhale and then exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's do a few more. Inhale, exhale. We're breathing in and out through the nose. Inhale and exhale. And then bring your hands back to your sides and then do a little bit of spiraling. as you do this, I'm going to talk a little bit about what we just did. So you've probably heard of Yin and Yan energy. Yin is Y-I-N, Yan is Y-A-N-G. Sometimes people say yang, but I think the Chinese usually pronounce it yang. So let's talk a little bit about that. Yin is considered female energy, and it's usually considered on the left side of your body. And yang energy is usually considered male energy, and it's usually considered on the right side of your body. So when we do this movement, this is called balancing the yin and yang, because what we're doing is we're balancing our female and our male energy in our body. Yes, we have both. Yin energy is a very gentle, it's very cooling energy. So think of water, usually is kind of the symbol of yin. And then yang energy is faster. It's more intense. And we usually think of the element fire when we think of yang or male energy. If you have a tendency to be cool all the time, you just feel cold inside, even if it's warm outside, then you have too much yin energy. Think of like a swamp. It's kind of monkey, and it's cold, it's cool. That's the yin energy. It can be a little bit stagnant. And if you're hot all the time, you're sweating, it's 60 degrees out and, you're hot, then you have too much of that yang energy or male energy. And so this exercise right here, again, what that does is it helps to balance the yin and the yang energy in your body. So that's what we're doing when we do this movement. And again, when we do this movement here, where we're pressing gently in and out, we're cultivating, we're making the energy stronger. Okay, so this is a little dissertation today on yin and yang energy. All right. The other thing is we always do a closing procedure, and I don't know if I explained this last week, so I wanted to explain that. When we do our closing procedure, we bring one hand on top of the other. And if you're a female, what you do, and we'll be doing this later on today, is you'll bring the left hand on top of the right. And this is one of the times when the fingers are not spread. The fingers are together because we want to hold the energy in. And so for females, we bring the left hand on top of the right. If you're a man, you're going to do just the opposite. You're going to bring the right hand on top of the left. So knowing what you already know about yin and yang energy, you might be able to figure out why that is. So if you're female, you want to have a little bit more yin energy. And so your dominant is going to be your left side, that yin energy. Again, if you're a man, then you want your dominant to be the right. So that's why the right is on top. So with that being said, we're going to move on here. We're going to learn two new movements today. The first one, and some of you have been in my classes prior to this, so this might be a little bit of a review. But there's a movement that's called Column of Golden Light. And so we're going to learn that today. This is a very easy but very powerful practice. So with Column of Golden Light, first of all, what we'll do is we'll learn the movements, which again are very easy to learn. And with this comes a little bit of visualization. So to start out with, have your left palm, and I've got my palm facing in towards my stomach here. I'm at the belly button area, and I'm about one hand length away. So that's my left hand. That's how we start this practice, with our left hand here. And then our right hand comes up. Again, the palm is facing in. It's about one palm length away from my head. It's right in line with my face. Okay? So the bottom hand is here. That's your left. And your right hand is right on by your face. Okay? Think when you're holding this posture, think of like you're hugging a tree here or a pillar of light. Again, this is called a column of golden light. So we start like this. Actually, we start here with Yin and Yan, and then we move the hands up. And then the next little movement that we do is we bring the right hand down as the left hand moves up. And we just keep doing this movement, and it's very, very slow. In fact, the slower you go, the better. So just for right now, use your own breath timing and just do this movement a little bit here. And maybe close down your eyes, relax your body, bring all your attention to the palms. Again, see if you can feel any subtle sensations here as you do this. As you bring the hands closer together, you might feel just a little bit more energy. And as the hands separate out away from each other, you might actually feel almost like a little bit of a pulling or a pushing sensation. So again, just experiment with this a little bit here. Play with it. Relax your body, just breathing normal. Eyes are probably closed. Focus in on the palms. Face is relaxed. You're breathing in gently through the nose. Focus on the palms. And then the next time the right hand is on top and the left hand is down below, just hold that for just a breath or two here. Relax. And then start bringing the right hand down to meet the left. And then once you have both hands at that belly button area, just do a few little bit of pressing here, pulsing. And then bring the hands down to your side and do some spirals. Now we're going to do that same movement, but this time I'm going to do a little bit of visualization with you. So let's bring the hands to that belly button area and press. Focus on the palms, just gently bringing the palms in towards each other and back out. And then as you inhale through the nose, extend and bring the hands out to the side. And then exhale, slowly bring the hands in towards each other. We're balancing the yin and yang. Inhale, expanding. Think of almost like pulling. And then as you exhale, gently pushing in towards each other. Let's do one more of those. Inhale, expanding. And exhale, bringing the hands together. And then press. Now leave the left hand where it is, and as you inhale, start to raise that right hand up towards the face. Relax the body. Close down the eyes. And visualize a golden column or pillar of light coming down from the heavens, encasing your entire body. And your arms are on the very outside edge of that pillar of light. And now visualize every pore on your body opening. And each time you breathe in, visualize bringing in that healing golden light, absorbing that into each of the pores on your body. Again, visualizing that column of golden light coming down from the heavens, encasing your entire body. And now slowly start to bring that right hand down and the left hand up. Keep the body relaxed. Nice slow movement here. Just breathe with your own natural breath. You're gliding your hands along the very edge of that column of golden light. And with each breath in, breathing in that healing golden light. Pores are open. Focus on the palms. Relax the body. The slower you go, the more sensation you may feel. As the hands get closer, you might feel a little bit more sensation. When the hands move away from each other, you might actually feel almost like a little bit of a pulling. Bringing the hands towards each other, a little bit of a pulling towards each other. Bring all your attention to the palms and those subtle sensations. Visualizing that golden column of light coming down from the heavens, encasing your entire body. Relax. Jaw is relaxed. Gently breathing in and out through the nose. And then the next time your right hand is at the face level and the left hand is at the belly button level, just keep that left hand where it is and then just slowly begin to bring that right hand down. Very slowly. And then bring the palms so that they're facing each other. And do a little bit of pressing here. Focus on the palms. Eyes can remain closed right now. Body is relaxed. If you can feel any subtle sensations. And then we end this again with that Yin Yan movement. So as you inhale, expanding. Exhale, coming in towards each other. Traditionally, you do this 3 times. So inhale, expanding. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then again, press. And then bring your hands to your side and do a few little circles here. Relax your body. Now, if your feet get a little bit hot or they feel a little bit stressed out, one of the things you can do is just move a little bit from front to back It takes some of the pressure off the feet. The more you do your practice, the stronger your legs and your feet get. But this gives a little bit of relief on the legs and the feet when you do that. All right. So that was column of golden light. We're going to learn one more movement today. And again, for some of you, we've done this one a few times. You might have done this one a few times with me. It's called Harmony of the Universe. And this one has a few more movements to it. So with this one, we start here with the palms facing each other. And we'll learn the movements first. Don't worry about the breath right now. So the first thing that we do is we start to bring the hands up, all the way up, past the face, all the way up. I'm going to move back so that you can see my hands here. And as we move above the head, we bring the hands out. So that's the first movement. Again, we started here, and I bring the palms so that they're facing up a little bit so that the palms are gathering the energy as I come up and then out with the hands. That's the first movement here. When you come up too, make sure the shoulders don't creep up. Keep those shoulders down. The next thing we do is we bring the hands in towards each other. And this is a little bit different. We haven't done anything like this before. So the hands, the sides of the hands, the outside of the hand here, comes in towards each other. I'm going to move this way so you can see what I do next. I bend the elbows in and I bring the palms so that, again, the fingers are together. And I bring the palms right over the forehead here. I'm not touching my hair or my head, but I have the hands right hovering over my head. So we were here. And again, we bring the hands so that the palms are touching each other. Bring the fingers in and then bend in the elbows and hover the hands right over the crown of your head. The next movement is we start to bring the palms facing you. We start, think of almost like washing down the face. We don't touch the face. Bring the hands down, all the way down to the heart. And when they get to the heart, we bring the hands in together. And we keep moving down so that when we get here to the belly button area, our palms are still together. And then we're going to bring the hands out. We already know that movement. When we bring the hands in, we're going to bring the right hand on top of the left, and we stack the hands. And we're going to bring the hands up so that now they're level with the shoulders. Your right hand is on top of the left. It's going to look just the opposite of what it does in the video here. And then we bring the head down towards the right elbow. And then we're going to start to bring the right arm up and the left hand comes down. We're going to start shifting our weight to the right foot and bring the left foot out. We come to a diagonal. And then from here, we start to turn. Notice my right wrist. When I start out, the wrist, the palm is facing out. You start to turn and now bring the hand down. As I bring the foot in and I bring both hands in towards each other. Okay? So that's the movement. Like I said, it's a little trickier. Now, we're going to do this a few times so that you get the knack of it. So we start here. We bring the palms facing up so that we can gather that energy in the palms as we bring the hands up past the face and then bring the hands out. Come back a little bit so that you can see. Okay, now we bring the hands in, the fingers come in close together, the palms are touching, and now we bend at the elbows and bring the hands right over the forehead. And then we're going to start to bring the hands down, the face, the neck, and then start bringing the palms together and bring them to the first to the heart. The palms are together, and then start bringing the hands down. Notice right now that my palms are facing out. And again, the fingers are not spread. The fingers are together to keep that energy in. We bring the hands out. And then this time when we bring the hands in, the left hand comes on top of the right. And then we lift the hands up. So you're stacking the arms here. You only come shoulder height. We bring the ear down towards that left elbow. And then we start to stretch out. We're going to now that right foot comes out. Stretch out. And now turn that hand in. And then bring that foot in. And bring the hands so that now they're coming together. Okay, so that's the movement. We're going to do this one more time on each side without the breath, so you get the knack of it. Okay, so we start here. Turn the palms facing up and start to raise the hands up, gathering energy in the palms. Come all the way up. And then bring the hands in. Palms are facing each other. Or palms, the sides of the palms are facing each other. And then again, from the side, it's going to look like this. We bend the elbows. Bring the hands so they're hovering over the crown of the head. And then slowly start to lower the hands down. Bring the palms together at the heart center. Keep moving the hands down. So we get to the belly button. And then extend the arms out and back in. This time bring the right hand on top of the left, stacking. And then start to bring the hands up so that they're about shoulder height. We bring that right, the head down to the right elbow. And then we start to stretch out, and we bring that left foot out as we stretch out. We come to a diagonal. And then turn that right palm out. Start to bring the hand down, bring the foot back in, and bring the hands so that the palms are facing each other. Let's do that again. So raise the hands up. Overhead, and then bring the hands in, hover right over the forehead, and then start to sweep the hands down, bring the palms together, first to heart center, and then all the way down to the belly button. Bring the hands out, back in. This time left arm isn't on top of the right. Raise the hands up so that they're shoulder height. We drop the head. The ear on that left side comes towards the elbow. And then start to stretch out here. Stretch that right arm out. Nice big stretch. that upper arm, we turn the wrist out and start bringing the hand down as we bring the foot back in, and then bring the hands together. Okay. Now we're going to do it with the breath. It's nice and slow. Just do the best you can. So inhale, raising the hands up. This is one big inhalation. Exhale, bringing the hands so the sides of the palms are touching. Bring the hands right over the forehead. As you hover here, you're taking a breath in. Take a breath out. And take another deep breath in. And now as you exhale, start to bring the hands, hovering them down to the face, the neck, bringing the palms together and bringing the palms to the navel center. Inhale, extend the arms out. Exhale, bringing the hands in. This time, the right hand is stacked over the left. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, right side of the right ear comes down towards that elbow. And then we take a breath in and out. On your next inhale is when we extend out on a diagonal, bringing that left foot out. And then turn the wrist on that upper hand down as we exhale, bringing the foot back in. So this is on an exhalation. Again, just do the best you can. Again, inhale, raise the hands up. Big full exhalation here. Exhale, bringing the palms, sides of the palms together as you bring the hands right over the head. Take a breath in. Exhale. Again, deep breath in. And now as you exhale, start to bring the hands down the face, past the neck, and then start bringing the palms together. Continue to exhale all the way down to the belly. Inhale, fan. Exhale, coming in together. This time the left hand and arm is on top of the right. Inhale, come up so that you're shoulder level. Relax the shoulders here as you bring the left ear towards that left elbow. Take one breath in and out. And now as you inhale, we extend out on a diagonal. Bring that right foot out. The palm on that left side turns out. As we exhale, we start to slowly bring that hand down, bring the foot back in, and bring the hands so that they're by each other here. And then we bring the hands to our side. Okay, so we'll continue learning that. Like I said, that's a little bit more intricate movements. I don't expect you to remember. Remember, I am recording this. So if you want tomorrow to practice, you can go back to the recording. All right, we're going to do our closing procedure. When we start our closing procedure, traditionally the right hand is on top and the left hand is below. The palms are facing each other. And we visualize we're holding a ball of energy and we glide our hands around that ball of energy. And as we do this, we start making the ball smaller. Also, if you want, you can start to bring positive energy into that energy space. So think of love, joy, happiness, anything that's positive. Bring that positive energy into that energy space. You're creating a little seed or ball of energy here. And it'll get to the point where the movement feels almost like you're unscrewing or screwing a cover on a jar. And then this is where the ladies, you're going to put the left hand on top of the right. Men, right hand on top of the left. Close down your eyes here and visualize that little seed of energy in the palm of your hand. And as you exhale, move the hands right over the belly button. Relax your body here and visualize that little seed of energy moving into the core of your being. And now raise the hands slightly up, over to the left, down, over to the right, and back up. So we're making a circle around the belly button. And visualize in your mind's eye that little seed of energy now spreading out and moving down the legs into the feet and your toes. Moving up the torso, moving into all the internal organs. Moving up into the shoulders, down the arms, the hands, and the fingers. Moving up the neck into the head, your face. Visualize that healing energy spreading out throughout your body. And then pause at the bottom of the circle below the navel center. And then moving in the opposite direction. And now visualize every pore on your body closing. Sealing in that good energy, this positive energy that you brought into the body. And visualize yourself as a vessel of healing light and love. And then pause at the navel center here. Relax your entire body. You're gently breathing in and out through the nose. Relax. And then gently bring the hands to your side and then walk out here a little bit. Do a little bit of stretching. All right. So that was a good practice. We actually learned a lot today. You learned some more about the 9 breath. We did some stretching. We learned 2 new movements today. We reviewed earth hands and the closing procedure. We learned about yin and yang energy. Remember, yin is female. It's cool. It's usually considered the kidneys. And then the yang energy is the male energy, fire. It's usually actually more of the heart and lungs area. So we learned that. We practiced our pressing on chi, our yin yang balancing, and then we learned column of golden light today, and we learned harmony of the universe. So we learned a lot. All right. So any questions? If you have questions, you can chat. There's a little chat box in the lower left-hand corner. You're welcome, Kathy. Thanks, Sandy. Lots of energy, she says. Great session. Karen and Holly, it's so good to see you two. It's been like ages. Do I have a fact sheet or a book? That is a really good question, Karen. I do not. But you know what? there's always tomorrow. So, and it give me something to do. I'll work on that. You're welcome, Holly. Namaste, David. There's always work to do. So yeah, that's a good idea to make a book. Is it normal to feel a little nauseated? If you do, Diane, that could be just a little bit of an imbalance in energy. So one of the things is if you're feeling that, first of all, make sure that you drink enough water before you come into class. It could actually be just a little bit of dehydration as well. And then the other thing is if you're feeling like that, you might want to sit, just to maybe kind of calm things down a little bit. And then what if you felt sleepy? So Karen, as far as sleepiness, again, it could be a little bit of imbalance in the energy. It could be, especially if you're a little bit fiery, that sensation or that feeling of feeling more sleepy might be that you're just calming down a little bit and you're not really, your body's not used to that. So it might want to just kind of like, okay, it's time to like, really mellow out. Yeah, Sandy says she feels very relaxed. Yeah. Some of us, I have a tendency to be more fire as well. So I know when I first started practicing too, I almost felt like I could take a nap afterwards, and we should always listen to our body. And sometimes we just need that to balance things out a little bit. But the other thing is too, is if we're one of the people that has a tendency to run all the time a little bit fast, then the other thing is that because we're slowing down, we're just not used to that. All right. Okay, thank you, Penny. And Sandy's typing here. Let's see what she has to say. Oh, see you Thursday. Okay, all right. So great class. I hope, too, to see